Hey everyone, welcome to Chaos Chronicles, where we talk about Marvel, Star Wars, all of the Disney Plus things, and moving into movies. I'm Jordyn. This is my co-host Dusty, and we'll try not to get into a tangent. Why don't we just dive into episode 5? Karma's a glitch.
Yes, directed by Angela Barnes. This episode is kind of actually, honestly, we kind of were shitting on this episode a little earlier. Not gonna lie, but literally, low key, it's kind of good. Now, the finale, that's a different story. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But this episode starts off in a very wholesome and like the AI Natalie is really trying to be Natalie and watching.
Oh shit!
Watching memories of Riri and Natalie and then trying to like imitate the actual Natalie. And that was a cute moment. I really think it opened up really well, but then it got suddenly snatched, literally, actually, by Slug. Slug snatches Natalie and the suit with a magnet and like drags it into a truck and says, "I'm on the way, baby. Are you good?"
Yeah, no, there's something I'm gonna need tissues for.
Okay. Period.
Later in the episode.
Okay, period. Okay. So Slug snatches up Natalie and the suit, and now we know things are getting serious. We know that we knew that Parker was going to already had sent them out on a mission to kill Riri, but now it's happening, and now we're like, oh shit, this is going to be bad.
Yes, it is.
And it doesn't get it. It starts off pretty bad. We see Zelma and Riri at a White Castle. And they're talking about where
I love this friendship.
I love the friendship too. I do. However, I will say I think Riri blames Zelma for Natalie getting. Ooh, spoiler! This is going to the end of the episode. Well, yeah, never mind. We'll get to that. But there's something that I don't like about Riri in this episode that I feel like she's feeling towards Zelma, but we'll get to there. But the White Castle scene was so cute, in my opinion. Like Zelma's it's Dormammu. It's Dormammu. That's where the cloak is coming from. And Riri's like, how do you even know that, girl? She doesn't believe it, but Zelma's very adamant on this.
Zelma is
icon. She's an icon.
She's a star. She is in fact the moment.
She is a moment. Actually, she's probably one of my favorite characters of the whole series. Her and Natalie are my favorite characters, I think.
Natalie is just
a slave.
Cracks me up every time she opens her mouth.
Natalie is the actual moment. The actress that is playing Natalie, is so amazing. Literally fits this role so well. Literally illuminates it. I feel like when Natalie enters, it's a light. Like she lights up the scene.
She's really good at I want to give credit to the fact that this cast
stunning.
Are all perfection. Even the girl that plays Riri, she's
perfection. It is. This cast is top notch. Like I don't have a bad note for anyone in this cast. I don't like characters specifically, but the actors are slaying.
Right.
That part. It's so good. This cast is amazing. And I said this to myself yesterday. I think out of everything we've covered so far, I think this has kept my interest the most, and I'm more passionate about this than anything we've covered yet. I love this show.
I think, yes. I think at times, I love talking the Star Wars shows, but prior to us, when we went into, what was it? Oh, we tried Daredevil, and we decided not to even release the episodes because it was not pretty.
We didn't watch the Netflix show, so and the Disney Plus show is a direct connection to it, so we did not know what was going on.
And I think Daredevil is getting a second season, if I'm not mistaken.
That I don't know if I can get into Daredevil now because I don't think I have the time to watch the Netflix show and then go into the Disney
Honestly,
Plus
show. I think that will be one show that if they get a second season,
we're going to skip.
See it, yeah.
It's just too much. We have too much to already watch. And like everyone in life, like our lives are busy. We're both busy in our real lives. Like there's not enough time to go watch however many seasons of the Netflix show there was. I think, what was it? 4 or 5, something like that.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And that's too much. Watching 5 seasons of a Netflix show that got canceled and Disney Plus picked it up. Too much.
It just wasn't for me. Maybe I would have been a little more interested in it had I, like you said, watched the Netflix show.
Or even read a synopsis of the Netflix show.
Like the Spider-Man show, now that was fun.
It was good. It was definitely catered to children, but it was good.
That's probably going to second season.
Oh, for sure.
Well, it's those shows that the animated shows are easier for them to go back and do, right? So, but this episode had some great action sequences.
A lot of them. Very, very many, actually. And they're all very early.
Yeah. The pacing
was fast.
And we said it before, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, but this episode, like in my eyes, could easily have been the finale.
I agree.
Because out of all the episodes so far, well, like the series as a whole, the pacing has been phenomenal. But episode 6 for me was kind of boring, and I think I fell asleep once or twice.
I agree. I feel like episode 6 was very hard to stay focused on. I don't know. I was very distracted. I was on my phone. I had to rewind a lot. I think the episode is 41 minutes long, the shortest episode of the series so far. And I probably had to spend like 90 minutes watching it because I rewound it so much because I was not paying attention.
No. Well, like, I get distracted very easily, and that episode did not hold my attention like I wanted it to.
No. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. But yeah, episode 6 was disappointing, honestly, very disappointing for a finale of a season. It would know if it's getting renewed or not. So could be the series finale. And I will forget that episode after we record tomorrow. Yeah. Tuesday, I won't remember that episode.
Well, because the pacing up into episode 5. Even 5 had great pacing for the most part. There were a few drag-ons where I was like,
I think the ending of the episode was boring.
But everything before that has kept my attention.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into the White Castle fight scenes, actually.
Ooh.
So, as we said previously, before we went on a tangent, which we said we were going to do, Zelma and Riri are in a White Castle, and they're just discussing the cloak, and Zelma thinks it's Dormammu and whatnot. And then we see the blood siblings bust in the scene. And I will apologize now because
rolled
in
up.
the first episode I said the Blood Sisters, Jerry is a male character. So I apologize now that I called them sisters in the first episode of the series, but Jerry is a male character. So the Blood siblings will bust in the room and they're ready to fight. They're ready to kill, actually.
They really are.
They really are. And they don't even, they say this place is shut down, let's go. But and everyone leaves. Zelma is worried about Riri, but I was worried about Zelma in this moment, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was like, are they going to fight her too? But she has magic, so they would be toast.
Oh my god. That would have added to the fight.
Honestly, I wish she would have kind of helped. She kind of would have ate down. It would have been like 1-2 done.
That would have been like fun. Like, I know I've compared what she can kind of do a little bit to Doctor Strange.
Right.
Could you imagine if she was just like pulling them through the portals that she sent them to and was like, woo, woo.
I wouldn't want
That
that,
would have been
though.
fun.
I didn't. Okay. So I'll talk about it later, but there's something I wish would have happened that didn't happen. I actually will talk about tomorrow. I wanted something that, and I'll tell you later. I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to tell you later what I wanted to happen that didn't happen in the finale.
Yeah. I get it. But yeah,
but-
no, it would have been fun to see her use her powers to fight.
To help. Yeah, to help
Yeah.
Riri. But instead Riri told her to go, so she respected her wishes and
A
left.
true friend would not. You say to roll up.
But are they actually friends though at this point? Are they actually?
I
They've
don't
only
know.
met a couple times, to our knowledge.
True.
So I don't know if they're truly friends at this point. Now, do I think they end as friends? Yes. But I don't think they're truly friends now. I think they're just partners in this moment.
I would like confirmation on that. But I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
If you guys know anything, is this character even in the comics? Is this character in any of this? Please let us know. I've never read any comics for Marvel, which is, I know, scold me now, but I've never read a comic for Marvel.
I don't think I have either.
Scold us. We're fake fans, baby. Just kidding. But do tell us, actually, if Zelma's in the comics.
I know that, like, I low-key almost picked up the Fantastic Four comic.
That's an interesting pick.
Marvel recently, I don't know how long it's been out, but prior to, I was grocery shopping and I seen a Fantastic Four comic at the Tills. And I almost picked it up. But yeah, I haven't read any of the comics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so go ahead.
It's hard to. I believe I've even said this with Star Wars, that there's so much. It's oversaturated in the way that, like, I ain't got no time to read a comic.
There's so much literature in both
Exactly
Marvel and Star Wars. There's so much that even if you started to read it now, you'll never finish it before you pass away. Like, that's how much there is. It's a lot.
And I'm going back and reading the some of the Star Wars books. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's exciting.
That's so much content to, like, consume.
There is a lot, and it's just I don't even know where to start or what to read, and I don't want to randomly pick. So if you have, if you have recommendations, please let us know, because I would like to read, like, important or fun or exciting bits, but I don't know what that is.
Now you have me wondering if she is in the comics.
I don't know. I have no idea. But let's get back to the fight scene. So this fight scene kind of confused me, honestly. The Roz and Jerry versus Riri fight scene, because Riri was kind of eating them down. She was slapping them with like all kinds of things. I think she hit Roz with a fire extinguisher.
Didn't somebody get hit by like one of those fries?
The frying, yeah,
Like
the
the
frying pan. Yeah, I think it was Roz too. Roz was kind of getting beat down. I think Roz got the worst of it than Jerry did from Riri.
Does the White Castle actually be run by robots?
No,
I was like, why is there a
no,
robot?
no. I like me some White Castle appetizers and fries, but they
I
are not
haven't
run by robots.
actually, I don't think I've ever ate at White Castle.
I've only ate there a couple times. Now I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat beef, so I don't eat their sliders or anything, but their fries, their mozzarella sticks, slay down. But yeah, I don't know. This fight scene.
I love In-N-Out.
I've only had it once. So I don't have an accurate opinion on it, but it was fine. I just had an 8-hour flight, so and I was very much so not sober during the flight, so it was a mess. But we'll not talk about that now. So yeah, the fight scene. Yeah, I didn't get how Riri was kind of killing both Roz and Jerry. However, I did like how that fight ended when she said make it quick and Roz said okay, and then suddenly her force field happened. Her watch was on the ground. She took her own watch off, laid it directly under them basically, and trapped them in the force field, which was iconic. She's a genius. I think that's the only reason she won this, is because she's a genius. Otherwise, she would have got her ass beat, y'all. Ass beat, hands down. So as Riri rolls Roz and Jerry to the back, said, "Bye, girl." Clown enters the fight now. She's like, "Hey, girly, I'm here now.
I'm here to finish her."
Yeah, which is crazy. Honestly, Clown
Clown gets distracted though by a comment that Riri makes.
Clown actually, okay, so this also is okay. I'll talk about it later again. I'm not going to say it now. I really want to. I'm really eager to say it. But Clown doing something later in this episode really made me want what I wanted to happen in the final episode to happen, but it didn't. But yeah, she does get distracted by something.
Not another tangent, but Zelma
Not another
is
one.
actually in the comics.
Period queen.
Her first appearance is in a Doctor Strange one.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Doctor Strange 2015. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Yes. Who teams up with Doctor Strange? So she teams up with him.
I think Ironheart would too.
Yes. She's also in that comic.
I think it makes sense with this whole like dimensional thing with the cloak and everything. It makes sense.
But I think that's partially probably why that I like see similarities.
Right.
Because of that.
Fair.
But I was curious, so I had to Google.
Which I'm glad you did because I was curious too. So yes. Oh yes, Selma is a Marvel icon, not an added character.
We love that.
Yes, we do. Indeed we do. So still in this fight with Clown, Riri mentions that I thought we were cool. And I also think that out of everyone in the crew, Clown was closest to Riri as well.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
So it was kind of weird that she was so quick to just take Parker's like side on things. and not take Riri into consideration at all. I think that's
Parker-
flip-floppy.
So, like, for me, I feel like Parker, I might be wrong here. This might be like a hot take, but it's giving Parker is even blackmailing the crew.
I think he's manipulating the crew. I don't think he's blackmailing them. I think he's manipulating them.
Just like why people are buying his nonsense. It's too much.
He's a good manipulator.
Very.
He is very good. And then now things start to shift, especially with at this moment Clown, because Riri does mention that Parker killed Stewart. And it takes Clown back. You can tell.
Yes.
You can tell in her reaction. She's like, what? But she didn't want to believe it. However, later we know she does look into it. And I think that actually, no, it is in this episode. Sorry. I was like, that might actually be in episode 6. It's not. No, it isn't. But, and also, Cloud kind of is a baddie on her own. She comes in with these explosives, and not just explosives. One of her explosives shoots nails. Like,
that could do some damage.
That could kill.
Yeah.
We haven't seen what Clown could do until now. And I think she's been underused.
Yeah.
Because
I could see that too.
We haven't seen anything she's done until now. Like, really. Like, we saw something we assumed she created in the hole in the tunnel situation. But other than that,
there was something. I could be wrong, but going back to the not tunnel, it was the other heist.
The heirloom.
That's it.
She did start the fire.
Yeah. I thought she like blew a door down or something.
Ooh, I don't remember. She may have.
I could be wrong, but like I thought she blew something up.
She definitely blew something up. She started the fire, but I don't remember how she started the fire. It's been a couple days now.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days and there's been a lot going on. So I don't remember how she started the fire, but she did. And she may have blown up the door to that particular greenhouse. I
think that was how the twins. I need to watch that sequence again because I think she blew something up there. But
she may have, but I don't remember. But
I don't either. But I thought she did, but
yeah, if she did, I don't think using an explosive on a door really, like, I still think she would be underused.
Explosive on, I think it like cut power.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken then. I could be, and I'm very much so probably mistaken, actually.
Because I think the first time we seen the heist crew, she blew something up.
That could very much so be, honestly.
But that was 4 episodes ago, and it's not fresh in my mind. But I thought we had seen her skills a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, we see them now for sure. Like full-fledged. And she's actually kind of holding her own until the gas tank comes out.
Why nobody was working at the fucking White Castle?
Well, they were. Roz and Jerry said it's shut down. Everyone leave.
Oh, I didn't see people too. It just seemed like nobody was actually in the building.
That is weird. I don't remember seeing workers either, but during the fight
there were the robots.
Yeah. Which
I think there were people eating in there, but I don't think I've seen anyone working.
I think that's a yeah. I don't think so either. Now that you mention it, but White Castle is definitely not run by robots. Let's just say. It's not.
No tipsy
So
robots.
no. So that was just a Disney thing added in
Toys.
because I mean, White Castle is like basically a McDonald's. Like it is not run by robots.
White Castle can afford the robots.
No, and it's not that good. It's good. Like their appetizers, like I like their fries, I like their mozzarella sticks. But when I ate meat, I didn't think White Castle was that good. It's kind of soggy. It's kind of it's gonna hit the heart pretty bad. But it's been a minute since I've had White Castle burgers.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. But so yeah. Cloud kind of holds her own until Riri slaps her with a fucking gas tank thing. And I'm surprised she even got up after that. Like, I thought she was going to die.
Yeah, that was weird for me.
It was weird for me, too, because she got hit and got dragged in the air by a missile, basically, and lived. I don't understand how that happened, but I also don't understand how something else happened that's coming up. But she got right back up again. She was untouched, unscathed. Then Riri escapes.
Yes, she does.
She does, but not too quickly enough where Slug is pulling around the corner. Here he comes, or they come, sorry. Here they come. And he's putting the pedal to the metal. Gas is going up. And he almost hits her.
The near miss.
But then Natalie blasts out of the truck back, swoops up Riri. Riri flips the truck and then flips off Slug. But this also, I'm surprised Slug survived this too, because I thought they were dying as well.
Yeah. Because that crash didn't look pretty.
No, not at all.
How did Slug survive it?
Right. Actually, not just survived, but got out of the car and walked away. Saw Shade away, even.
But Slug was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This isn't my fight.
Yep, Slug knew. He was like, or they knew, fuck. They knew. Yeah, not my tea. Not my fight. Goodbye. Oh. Yeah. And then, Joe enters the scene. Ezekiel.
Oh, Joe.
Good old Ezekiel enters the scene. Riri is trying to escape. Ezekiel zaps her with like some magic that shuts her down.
It was very X-Men, the way he was like shooting the lightning or whatever that like. It seemed weather-based. It looked like something Storm would do.
I agree. I do agree with that fully. I feel like it was something that Storm would do as well. But it did it in a different way. Like it didn't control the weather, it controlled the power. But in the same way that Storm controls weather.
It was kind of like electroids.
Mm-hmm.
It was an interesting power that I want to know what the heck they actually
did.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I wasn't expecting lightning-like power.
No, me either.
It
not
seemed
at all.
Very like an electricity based.
I agree with you there. And it gave electricity based. He also got like obviously strength.
Yeah, he kind of was getting super strength. Is the
Super
best way I could think of it.
Yeah, super strength, and then he basically was an electoral, what are those called? Oh no.
It was like a conductor of sorts.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know like the actual name for it, but it was very electrical.
Yeah, definitely gave that. He shut her down, shut her power off completely with his powers, and kind of f's her up. Like he f's her up. Like she tries to
Because he basically destroyed the suit.
oh, he did destroy it.
But
Not
like
basically.
that's another thing. How did she survive that?
Right. Well, he let her live.
Yeah, but like the way he was zapping the suit, you would think when he like ripped the arm, I think it was the arms first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did he do it to a point where it wasn't her actual physical arms?
Yeah.
That's
That's
kind
a
of what
good
I
point.
mean.
Yeah. Fair. I don't know. Honestly, truly don't know. He was so angry and like
Yeah,
aggressive that I don't know how he wouldn't be able to just rip her into shreds at this point.
that's what I mean. Like, yeah, he breaks the suit and lets her go, but how she survived the impact of what he was doing to begin with.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know either because she was getting beat down,
Annihilated.
torn apart. Literally, the suit was in shambles when he was done. He let her live
Yes.
and told her to get out of Chicago, and Clown saw it happen. And then,
Clown, girl, mind your business.
actually, no, Clown's an icon in an upcoming scene, but we the moment for me, was when Riri did get her ass beat down by Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like literally about to break down. She went back and grabbed Natalie before she left.
Sadness.
It was heart, well, like that's a true like icon.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's a true friend.
She's a real one.
Yeah. And even though Natalie is an AI, she went back for her AI version of Natalie because she still is loyal to her friend Natalie. And I would be the same way. If my friend passed away and I had a random AI version of them, best believe we're ride or die, even though you're not even real.
Makes you kind of makes her look a little kooky.
It makes her look loyal and genuine. I don't know if it's kooky because I would do the same thing, but I am a little crazy, so I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either, but it was a cute scene. But now the real shit starts with her mom. Riri gets back and her mom is chilling, basically yelling at her because we just previously seen her leave her mom in the suit and said, "Bye, see ya, bye, I'm doing what I want."
Rightfully so, Mama.
Rightfully so.
Being pissed.
However, she sees Riri all beat the fuck up with that cut on her cheek.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Once again, she came out of it relatively unscathed. I mean, the suit's gone.
Honestly,
but
yeah.
She shouldn't have. I would assume after what just happened that she would be a little more beat up than what she was.
I agree.
Because,
She should actually probably be dead.
like, how do I say? Her only superpower really was the suit.
Yeah.
Which means she should be more beat up than what she is.
Yeah, no, she should have probably been dead with the fight with Jerry and Roz, to be honest. Like, she's lucky to be alive, for real. But we see a really this moment with her mom. I'm not going to go too in depth with it because it's not that much, but her and her mom have a very cute moment where her mom's helping her clean herself up. She tells her mom about what's going on finally, and her mom says, "I'm going to help you. Why didn't you come to me earlier?" And then she takes her to Gary's garage, in which is this scene is very important, actually, where Natalie shows the memory of younger Riri in the garage with Gary. It was a beautiful scene. I actually cried a little bit. I cried.
I'm welling up just thinking about it.
Me too.
So...
Same. Me as well. It's stunning. It was beautiful. And then Riri, we know how Riri is at this point. She turns it off. And then Natalie basically says something on the lines of, if you push away memories, you're going to forget the ones that are worth remembering. Something like that. Something on the line of that. And then we finally, we see the full scene. And it's just, that scene was really genuinely amazing. We see Riri get emotional. We see Ronnie get emotional. We see Natalie helping the situation by giving that true statement on the memories worth remembering you're going to forget because you're pushing this away. It's making me right now. It's a lot. That scene was a lot. However, getting into the last portion of the episode, we get to the crew now. The hood. These parts of the episode are, I feel like, were the driest parts.
Yes.
But there are parts to mention. The biggest part to mention is that Clown confronts Parker, right?
Yeah.
That's ballsy as hell. Ballsy as hell. About killing Stewart. She has already collected the data that she needs, the proof that she needs.
Yeah, but Clown basically, she had Slug get the information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She got Slug to get the information, and the files say that Stewart killed himself by overdosing, but they didn't. They all said that he didn't do drugs. So they were like, "Did you kill him? Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him up with drugs?"
Also, probably.
Also, yeah. Also did.
Kind of like, I'm kind of curious how they actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we'll ever get those answers, but
I want to know too. But yeah, we'll never get that
because they didn't show us. I feel like maybe they should have showed us.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I agree.
Because it would have been a good throwback to tie it all into a little bow or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because that big accusation, though it wasn't an actual accusation, it was fact, but that would have kind of explained the situation. It wouldn't have, like, for me, it wouldn't have felt like a throwaway scene.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there was more throwaway scenes that they did add,
Right.
and they should have added that death scene.
You know, it could have been like a 3-minute scene. It could have just been a little nugget, but that way, like, it would have showed us exactly kind of how Parker and John, because Stuart wasn't the first. So it would have just like, it would have, yeah, I would have liked to have seen it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I would have as well. I think even if it was just like a 50-second scene of Parker approaching Stewart, just like
Right.
from the back, from behind, and just like kind of doing something, like ending him, stabbing him with something would have been really good. I think we could have cut out a couple scenes to add that in.
Yeah, there's stuff that could have been not in it.
I agree fully. But our good friend Parker does not particularly love Clown approaching him and was going to probably kill her, gun pointed,
Yeah.
everything, and was choking out Slug.
That was.
Which just proves. I'm sorry to cut you off. Continue. Actually, continue. You continue.
No, I completely forgot what I was about to say.
Which proves what we said previously, that Parker doesn't really care about these people at all. They're replaceable. The only one he cared about was John.
Exactly. And he was giving trying to figure this out without it just wasn't giving.
It wasn't giving at all. And we see like emotion from Slug afterwards. Slug is shaking. If you go back and watch, Slug is shaking in the back. Roz and Jerry are standing there ready to fight Parker, and Clown is confused. When he tells them that they're all fired, leave, they're all like, where's the family you made? And they all leave. They do leave, but it's just confirming what we had said.
Yeah, it was. I will say that they made it. He's not as. He was starting to really. He's showing his cards, I guess.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
And it seems like every heist has been some kind of revenge for him.
Yes,
like
I agree.
His motive at all times.
I agree fully with that. And this next one, this one is the real one that we see.
Well, it's where we get our.
Yeah, this is where it all happens. So we'll just jump into that scene and then we'll wrap it up with the final scenes. But so Joe has an interesting scene with it, which we know with his neighbor, which he finally realizes that Parker has rearranged his insides in not a sexual way, in an actual scientific way. Literally has made him voice activated, where he is now a puppet to Parker. Parker says, "Get in the car, girl, let's go." He gets in the car and they go to Parker's dad's place.
This is actually bringing it back to a previous episode of ours where I had said that when they basically, whatever was in the code that Slug was putting into Joe, that there was something added that Joe had not known about.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're getting our answers there, and we're gonna roll up to Daddy's.
Yes, we get to Parker's dad's place, in which Parker is wanting revenge on his dad for kicking him out when he was 12 years old. And then he wants everything, basically, almost everything. He wants the house, he wants a profit of the company. I don't know what his dad's company is. I don't remember what the name of it is.
I don't remember either.
But he rolls up to his dad and says, "Here's this, sign it now. I want the house. I want a profit. What you're my dad." But this Parker's dad's a piece of shit. And
Yeah.
literally says he didn't want you. He doesn't want to be your dad, which is why he kicked you out. Which is horrible.
And it kind of, this scene in particularly really started to kind of show. I had a brief moment where I was like, maybe he isn't so bad. But then 30 seconds later, I'm like, still not loving you.
Parker?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but in this moment particularly, I kind of side with Parker.
I do as well, but like, I think I had gotten to a point where I was just like over him.
Me too.
So,
and now I kind of like get it. No, I'm not supporting Parker, and I definitely don't love this character. But your dad literally kicked you out of his house at 12 years old and said goodbye.
Wild.
That is wild. So I kind of feel for Parker and literally, you know what? Parker actually did show one thing in this scene. He didn't kill his dad. He did let him live and leave.
Yeah.
So there is that. He didn't kill his dad. He let him leave, but
wonder. Was Parker maybe a difficult child? And that's why he got kicked out at 12?
Parker mentioned this himself, where he said his dad didn't notice him or care about his presence unless Parker was acting up. So I think Parker purposely acted up to get attention from his dad because he wouldn't give him it otherwise.
And that may be part of the reason why Daddy kicked him out.
I don't think so, because his dad didn't give a fuck about him anyway. Let's be real.
But whatever happened to his mom?
That's a good question. We don't know. We don't know. If there's a season 2, I hope they say what happens there, but we don't know. That's a fair point, though. Fair point.
I'm just like...
Very fair point, actually. But yeah, Parker gets what he wants anyway, though.
Yes, he does.
He gets the house. And then we get to the finale of this episode. And we didn't mention it previously, but I'll mention it now. Zelma does create and steal energy from Dormammu, rather, and puts it on and puts that energy and that magic into the suit. Which now we get the finale of this episode where the suit's finished. We've seen Riri really act with the suit, and it's doing well. We see her really do well with the suit. However, once the magic gets placed into the suit, things go south. Things go south. And this is where the sadness happens for all of us. The magic starts taking the energy from the AI. So Natalie is glitching. She's glitching. And then before she's deleted by the magic, she says, "I love you" to Riri. And then poof, she's gone. And that is the episode. How do we feel about that scene?
That scene really made me cry.
It made me cry too.
Like, I know she was only AI, but she didn't feel like AI to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like a death of like a character that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the impact of it, is where even though she was AI, it didn't feel like she was AI
Yeah.
when she got deleted.
This whole season, you mentioned it in episode 2 or 3 that Natalie feels like a real being, an entity. And I was delusional at the time, and I was like, I didn't want to believe it, but she is. She is. And even in that moment where she was about to get deleted, it felt like a human being with a human interaction with someone else. So I
Right.
agree with you. And I cried.
Yeah.
I cried, and then like I cried because not only did we get like that was the end, that was the very end of the episode, but like during the credits, I was a bawling bitch. I was crying.
Yeah.
Natalie is an icon, and we don't know what's going to happen at this point. Now we do, you might not. Comment down below if you do. But yeah, that is the ending of this episode. The beginning and ending of this episode both had emotional moments.
Yeah.
But I feel like this may be the end of this episode. Do you have anything else to say, Jordyn, about this episode?
No, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments.
Yes. Yes, please tell us what you think about this episode down below. And thank you so much for watching another episode of Chaos Chronicles. Come back tomorrow where we discuss episode 6, the finale of Ironheart, at 6 p.m. Eastern, probably. Check us
Yeah,
out.
that's what we're aiming for.
Thank you so much. And we will see you back tomorrow for the finale of Ironheart. Bye.